Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Lights Movie Podcast. I'm your host, Colin Motil. With me is my co-host, Ben Martinez. Ben, how are you doing?
I am doing well. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
It is the greatest holiday
I mean,
of the year. No, yes, it is.
by the time everyone's listening, the Super Bowl's over, so
we
saw it.
And
It's not Super Bowl Sunday. Joke's on you. We're not recording on Sunday.
No, you record on the day after the Super Bowl.
Right.
Every single episode is the day after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Super Bowl last night was
Insane.
interesting. It was interesting.
Big win for the Broncos.
Won it on a coin toss, actually, in overtime.
Yeah, it was...
Literally a coin toss. Interesting choice.
Well, I
Don't know why
mean,
they
they already
did that.
played the overtime, and
Right.
they realized they couldn't win, and so they're just like, you know what, fuck it.
Let's flip a coin.
Pling.
And then they
And then, the Broncos picked heads. Very smart. Always go with heads.
always go with
And
heads. And they won.
The Panthers are appealing the decision because they think the coin actually was tails, but, I
Right.
mean, there's no proof of anything, so...
Interesting
How
choice,
would we know?
Interesting choice to use actual Panthers instead of players for most of
That
the
was an
game.
interesting choice.
Very
Yeah.
effective on defense, especially. They didn't work as well on
Offense,
offense.
not so
No,
much.
They couldn't really hold the ball.
They did some good running plays, good handoffs, but
They
when they
did.
tried to throw it, just didn't go
Nothing-
well.
They don't have hands. They have like paws or something. But
yeah, they could throw it with their mouth.
they killed a
you
lot of
know?
Broncos, which was
They
good.
did.
They killed a lot of Broncos.
Peyton Manning, rip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He played well until he got killed by a Panther.
But I mean, it happens. That's
Of
life.
course, that's the Super Bowl.
That's life.
Super Bowl 50.
Well, anyway, so Super Bowl is today, and we're gonna miss all the trailers, so we're gonna talk about them next week. But let's predict what we're going to see tonight. What people are going to already know what we saw or whatever.
Civil War trailer?
Probably. Batman v Superman. I don't think so.
You don't think it's going to be Batman vs.
They didn't
Superman
buy a spot, Warner Brothers.
trailer? Well,
But they could do like, hey, and here's the cast of Batman v Superman at the Super Bowl. Hey guys, go see their movie. They could do that, but
They
they
could.
didn't buy like
They
a
don't do
commercial. But I mean, they still could, in theory, get one in.
right.
There was rumors that there could possibly be a Rogue One little teaser tease,
Uh-huh.
but I doubt it. It's too early.
No, it's very early.
Um,
Rogue One comes out
December.
December.
Yeah.
In a year.
Yeah.
Almost entirely a year. Yeah, that's
Almost. Or 11 months.
Right, almost a year.
Yeah, almost
A year is, 12 months? 11 and a half? Something like
Yeah, something. Close.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, we're going to get the first trailer for Bourne 5. The still untitled Bourne movie.
I haven't seen any of those.
You haven't seen any of the Bourne movies?
No.
Really?
No, I've never really been that interested in it.
You should probably watch them.
Are they that good?
They're really good. They kind of all blend together,
Right, I've heard that.
but they're really good when you watch them. Like, if you, say, oh, I'm going to watch this one tonight, then the next one tomorrow night. If you watch all three in a row, you're like, oh, these are really good. But then, you'll get to the next week and you'll be like, which one was which? I don't even remember.
Right, that makes sense.
The second one's kind of but it's still good. The first one, I think, is the best one.
That's
But the
usually
third
how it
one is
works.
also really good. Doug Liman directed the first one. He did Edge of Tomorrow. He's going to be doing Gambit. And then Paul Greengrass did the other ones, and he's doing the new one with Matt Damon again. And don't watch the Jeremy Renner one because it's trash.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner's kind of trash.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah.
I have a theory that Jeremy Renner can't swim.
Why?
And hear me out on this.
Okay.
His hair is always perfect. I've never seen it wet. It's always very perfect, very straight. All right? Also, we've never seen him swim. If you look up Jeremy Renner swimming, you just see a bunch of pictures of him on the beach, not in the water.
How have you done that before?
No.
I'm looking it up right now.
Basically, Jeremy Renner, I'm calling you out on your shit. He can't swim.
Well, actually, kind of looks like he's drowning in this picture.
Exactly.
Yeah, I found
Someone
a
had to
picture,
jump in and save him.
I found a picture of him in the water, but it looks like he's drowning. Oh, here's a picture of him pulling down his shorts all seductively.
Well, I mean,
That's not Jeremy Renner. Someone pulling
anyway,
down his shorts seductively.
other Super Bowl commercials, probably like Warcraft or whatever. Who cares about that movie?
Yeah, it looks really bad.
It looks so bad.
It looks like a lot like the game looks, which is good for a video game. Not so
Not for a movie, no. Probably Deadpool. Probably like the stuff coming out recently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that'd be good.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're getting a little bit of that action.
You know, I'm kind of excited for that. I'm hopeful. I'm
I
hoping
wouldn't say I'm
they'll-
excited. I'll be like, I'll see it.
I think I'm hopeful that they'll redeem themselves in this one.
You know they won't though.
I believe. I don't believe, but I hope. In an ideal world, they would redeem
Well-
themselves.
Good for you.
Thank you.
But anyway, man, those Super Bowl commercials were really good.
Oh man, I love the one about the product.
The one about the Doritos. The
Oh yes, where the little baby ate the Doritos and talked, and you're like, a baby talking? What? Babies can't talk. That's silly. And then we laughed.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like the one about the Coca-Cola.
The one about the drink.
Oh yes.
The alcohol with the horses.
Yes, and the one with all the people having a good time and drinking alcohol, a different kind of alcohol.
The people that were eating those potato chips, and they were like, "Yum, these are delicious."
I liked the one where the Skittles people told me to taste a rainbow. Seemed really aggressive though.
Yeah, that could have been better.
Remember the one with the general? The general, go to the general, save some time.
Yeah.
It was like 2 hours long, which is really weird for a commercial.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
It's like a movie.
All kidding aside, the best Super Bowl commercial was last year's. It was the Brady Bunch one with Steve Buscemi and
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo. That's his name. Yeah, it's
That was-
fantastic because I love the Brady Bunch, and so that was just perfect.
I actually made like a list of all my favorite trailers, like on YouTube, the YouTube clips. But then like they start like all the companies take them down after a bit, so now it's all like dead links, and I'm all sad because I can't watch them anymore.
That's depressing.
I know, right? But last year had great commercials,
For movies or just in general?
or just in general.
Oh.
Last Super Bowl.
I don't remember last Super Bowls. Last Super Bowl was 2015.
They had the one with the throwing the tea in the. I don't remember what.
I don't
that
remember
was
any
for.
movie ones.
Movie ones.
I remember
What
like
movies came out last year? No movie came out last year.
Age of Ultron. Did that have a spot? I don't even know.
I probably just like a little bit of the trailer, but like you wouldn't really associate that with the Super Bowl at this point.
Yeah.
Either
Whatever.
way, we'll see. We'll see what happens this year.
Let's move on to our highlights and lowlights. In case you don't know, the show is called The Lights, where we discuss our highlights and our lowlights of the week. Highlights being the stuff that we liked and was good, anything movie related that happened to us this week.
Right.
Lowlights, stuff that's just stupid, whatever. We don't like.
Bad. Yeah.
You get it. Ben, why don't you start it off? Here are the highlights.
Okay, the release dates for Fast and Furious 9 and 10 were announced.
Yeah, I also have this on my highlights. It's kind of ridiculous, but
There's way
like
too many, but
it's gonna be so awesome. We're getting Fast 8, then we're gonna get 9 and 10.
do you think we're gonna get like? Do you think we're gonna get like to 15 and stuff?
I hope
We're
so.
gonna get that high. Vin Diesel's like 80.
I don't have friends. I've got family. He's 80 years old. I'm excited. Like, the Furious 7 was good. It wasn't great. I cried.
good,
I cried.
Oh man, I did too.
But, like-
I cried a lot.
Like, the movie itself was just kind of, it was good, but it wasn't like Fast 5 and Fast Furious 6 good.
Yeah.
Or even Too Fast, Too Furious good. But I'm excited. So Vin Diesel's back. We don't know about the rest of the cast except for Dwayne Johnson's gonna be back, and Kurt Russell might be back, is what rumors are saying, which would obviously work because he's government, whatever. And he was the best part of Furious 7. Also, rumor has it that Eva Mendes could reprise her role from Too Fast, Too Furious and the post-credit scene of Fast 5.
Wait, who is she in Too Fast and Furious?
She's the girl. She's literally the only girl in the movie.
In Too Fast and Furious?
So
Too Fast
Paul Walker love interest.
Oh yeah, that was it'd be interesting to have her back without Paul.
You know, rip. Well, I mean, she in Fast 5, there was a post-credit scene where she's working with The Rock, so they could totally bring her back for that.
Oh, that's true.
She's
That's
just
true.
like, oh, look at these pictures. Lenny's alive. And he's like, what?
What?
Do you believe in ghosts? Or whatever she says. It's like classic.
What if she shows a new picture of Paul Walker? Do you believe in ghosts? It's like,
It's the only line she says.
really? It's like, no,
This was taken 4 years ago.
I'm
Got
sorry.
you.
I don't know why I did that. That was mean. Okay.
What if they just keep making jokes
About
about Paul
Paul
Walker?
Walker.
It's like, man, I wish Brian was here.
He's not. He died. He didn't die. He just drove it. No. Oh. I mean, he. Okay.
And then See You Again just comes on again. Ah!
Every movie ends with Paul Walker driving off into the sunset.
Every movie should end with Paul Walker driving to the sunset. Well, I mean, not Paul Walker, but like CGI Paul Walker.
Oh, of course.
We can't have the real Paul Walker come back. That's
What if they have Andy
Too far.
Serkis do motion capture for Paul Walker?
Oscar-worthy performance.
Oh, poor guy. Andy Serkis as Paul Walker as
Brian O'Connor.
Yeah.
But it's gonna take place in New York. It's gonna be like a new trilogy per se,
With the same characters, though.
sort of.
What do you mean, sort
Like
of?
we don't know if like Ludacris and
Oh,
Tyrese Gibson
yeah.
are coming back, but like The Rock's coming back.
Yes.
But we don't know about anyone else really.
Is that Vin Diesel?
Well, Vin Diesel and The Rock, yeah, they're the only confirmed ones. But it's safe to assume Kurt Russell will be back because money.
right.
Yeah.
If you had to, okay, if the series could go on with only one, Vin Diesel or The Rock, who would you want it to?
The Rock.
Yeah, of course. Good. I'm glad you said that.
Vin Diesel is the worst.
He's not even the main character. It was Brian the entire
It
time.
was Brian until like Fast Five,
Yeah. And then it's Vin Diesel.
and then he's like, and also I don't get
Family.
I don't get Vin Diesel. Like, is he strong or is he fat?
I think he's kind of fat.
Because like there's scenes in like Fast and Furious 6 where he's like in Panama or whatever, and he's like sleeping in the bed, and he's just like utterly fat.
Yeah.
Like he's got a belly. But then like in Fast 5, he like beats The Rock in a fight, and they're throwing each other through walls.
Vin Diesel isn't like at all.
He's like
intimidating.
stocky,
Yeah.
but like I don't get him.
Yeah. He can't really hold something with The Rock at all.
No,
They actually got into a
The
fight.
Rock is the closest we'll ever get to like an actual Superman in real life.
Yeah.
He's
You know,
amazing.
Jason Statham also doesn't look like he. I mean, like he's like super toned and stuff. But he's not like big.
He's not big, but he's Jason Statham.
Yeah.
so I buy
they're-
it
Yeah. No, of course.
because like
They're all
he-
bald too.
Well, I mean that happens when you get ripped.
Yeah, just balls out.
Steroids.
I mean, actually, probably.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh.
I really hope that Jason Statham comes back though, because he's alive.
What was his? He just went to prison.
He went to prison, and also his brother Luke Evans in Fast and Furious 6.
Is also
He's still
alive,
alive.
yeah.
He's in that coma. But what if they team up to attack?
That would be an intense movie.
Probably not in the next one. That's
No.
probably too soon. But like, maybe they're like behind the scenes in Fast 8, and then like
Like in.
they're like Thanos.
Yeah.
They're sending people out on missions
I hope that the way Jason Statham was
to get the
this movie
Infinity
is-
Gems. God's Eye.
What if they actually start finding gems and stuff in this movie?
Well, God's Eye is basically an Infinity Stone.
Wait, what's God's Eye?
It was the
Oh, it was the
software that was like,
yeah.
you can find anyone in the world.
It's just a word processor. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I'm excited.
me too. I mean, it's gonna be. Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
Good.
It's gonna be fun.
But it's also Gary.
It
Clark
might not
Jr.
be good. It's
No.
also Gary Ross. F. Gary
Scott.
Gray. F. Gary Gray.
F. Gary. I said F.
Who's
Scott
Gary Ross? Oh, he directed Hunger Games.
What did I say? I said the first time I said something else
Gary
too.
Scott,
Gary. Did I say that?
I think.
Whatever. Either way, he's.
F.
he's-
Gary Gray is awesome.
Yeah, he's really good. And the last movie he did was
Straight
Outta
Outta Compton,
Compton, which is like
which
an
is
well. I was gonna say it's an Oscar movie, but you know.
It should be.
Yeah. So. Like, and I was
but
gonna-
also he did the Italian Job where he did that thing with
That's
the Mini
true.
Coopers and the cars.
Yeah.
So he's got some experience with being fast.
all the cars with his Mini Coopers in this movie.
Well, I mean, in Italian Job, he showed that he could do fast. In Straight Outta Compton, he showed he could do furious. Boom.
Can he combine them though?
No, probably not. Can he do the and? We'll see.
None of his movies had the word "and" in them, which is weird. But okay,
I have a highlight for you, Ben.
for me,
Yes,
thank you.
you're welcome. My highlight is Laser Team, and
This is your laser sound.
that was a good laser sound.
Thank you.
That was a good one. No, that wasn't as good.
Uh,
But Laser Team, for people who don't know, is the Rooster Teeth movie that just came out. It came out very limited in theaters, and then it went on YouTube Red and on digital. And it is so good. For me, personally. I can get why people wouldn't like it, but personally I loved it. And because I'm a little biased because I love Rooster Teeth, obviously. But also, it's a real movie. Like, I was expecting it to be just like one big Rooster Teeth inside joke, and I would have loved it. but it's like an actual movie. And I've shown it to a couple of my friends, and they loved it, and they don't even know Rooster Teeth.
Oh, cool.
So I've seen it 4 times. It came out not this last Wednesday, but 2 Wednesdays ago in January. And I loved it. Seeing in the theater with a bunch of Rooster Teeth fans. Like, there's only 1 screening or 2 screenings in our state, and it was full of Rooster Teeth fans. People were like dressed up. It was like a mini Avengers movie, basically, for like Rooster Teeth fans. And it was just spectacular. Loved every second of it, basically every second of it. And for those who don't know, I'm gonna give a little brief plot synopsis.
Do it.
Basically, these aliens warn humanity in the 70s that there's this alien race called the Warg who's coming to destroy Earth. And so the friendly alien race, the Antarians, they send a suit of power to Earth, and it takes decades to get there. And they're like, all right, we'll give you this suit to help protect yourself, put it on your champion of Earth, and he'll fight the Warg to the death. And if the Warg champion loses, then Earth survives, basically. And so they select a child from birth, and it's named Adam, and Alan Richardson plays him when he grows up. He's awesome. And while the suit is coming in the present day, 4 idiots accidentally shoot it down with a firework, and instead of one person putting on the suit, each person gets one of the parts. One person gets the helmet, one person gets the boots, one person gets the shield, one person gets the laser. And it's really funny, and they do some really creative things with that. Like, there's a camouflage mode, and when it goes in camouflage, just, like, the person loses their head because they're wearing the helmet, and the person loses their arm because they're wearing the shield or whatever, but everything else is still there because it's not really effective when it's not the full person. It's really funny. It's a comedy for people who don't know that, but it's really good sci-fi, too.
I thought you were going to say it's a comedy for Pete's sake.
But it's so good. Gavin Free, who I love, is great in it. He plays the dude with the helmet, and he's basically a redneck idiot. And then he gets the helmet, and he slowly becomes like more intelligent. And like halfway through the movie, he gets a British accent, and they're like, "Why does he get a British accent?" And he just goes, "Well, Woody's a dumb person, and that's what Woody thinks smart people sound like. So basically, it's Woody's dumb version of smart people." And so he just gets a British accent, which is the actor's real accent in real life. And it's just so funny. I loved it. And it's definitely my highlight of the year so far.
This is the best movie of 2016?
Yes, so far. And I've seen a lot of great movies this year.
Nice.
For me, it's better than The Lobster, which is a great movie. Better than 13 Hours, which I loved. Better than all the movies I've seen this year.
Nice. I want to see that.
You should. I'll show it to you because I have a digital copy.
I'll take that.
Okay. Yeah, what else do you got, Ben?
My next highlight is also on yours. It's Thor Ragnarok is going to adapt Planet Hulk.
Yes.
We've been talking about that for a while.
It was very long rumored, and finally some
confirmation.
not really confirmation because it's from a source, but it's pretty detailed. It's from Geek.com, and I'll read you what it says. So basically, Hela, who could be played by Cate Blanchett, is what people are saying. She destroys Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, and banishes him from Asgard. What? He's gone. And he doesn't end up in Midgard or wherever. He ends up on this gladiatorial planet. And to escape, he has to fight through all these opponents, and then he eventually gets to the champion, who is the Hulk. And so this is the actual quote. He managed to avoid reverting back to the Banner state since we last saw him in the Quinjet in Avengers Age of Ultron. Hulk in Hulk form is pretty much unkillable, so he survived the trip to Sakaar, which is the planet. His banner is starting to seep through into his Hulk persona, and because of the Hulk-Banner melding, Hulk actually remembers Thor and his relationship to him. That's what starts the two on a midnight run to the MacGuffin that Thor desperately needs.
MacGuffin?
MacGuffin is like the Infinity Stone. MacGuffin's a term that means like, oh, here's an item that everyone's fighting for in the movie. But it's not a muffin.
Yeah, it sounds like.
It could be a muffin. We don't know.
That'd be nice.
The Light's exclusive muffin. I like it. I'm not sure if I love it because there's a lot of questions that raises. One, how much is Mark Ruffalo really going to do if he's in Hulk form the whole time?
Well, he's probably going to do voice acting.
oh, he's gonna do the motion capture like he's always done, but like, that's kind of a waste of getting Mark Ruffalo.
Well, he's probably gonna talk though.
Yeah, he's.
So he'll be
Well, I mean, they're saying that the Banner is starting to see through the Hulk persona, so maybe Hulk's actually going to talk.
yeah, it's
but,
all
like,
thinking.
I feel like if you're gonna get Mark Ruffalo to return as this character, you're gonna get him to turn into Banner for at least a little bit.
Probably.
Because if not, then you could just get like anybody to do motion capture.
That's true.
Because like it's not like he's an expert on motion capture like Andy Serkis.
No.
He's like he learned it and he's good at it now, but like he's not like the person you'd go after for a motion capture role.
Yeah, that's true.
I liked that it's kind of like a Thor Hulk team up movie, but I'm worried that they're kind of just throwing Hulk into Thor's movie. Like just call it like Ragnarok or whatever. Like you don't have to have the titular character's name
In the movie
in the title. Hold on.
you need to have it in the
Yeah,
movie.
whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me so much. I think because like I feel like Marvel comics do like the comic books do that a lot. They have like an extra character thrown into someone else's.
Yeah, but I feel like
I
that
think it
works
works.
better in the comics because like
Well, we haven't really
they're-
seen it too much yet in the movies, have we?
I mean, we're seeing it with Civil War,
We're gonna see it in Civil War.
and then we're gonna see it with this.
Right.
But I
So
feel
we'll
like
see if it
in the
works.
Spider-Man movie, there's probably gonna be Tony Stark or whatever. There's gonna be somebody because it's like, oh, it's a Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man.
Right.
Um,
I kind of like it.
I like it, but like I need to know more. For
Okay.
now, I like it, but like
You need to see a
first trailer could come out and I could be like, this looks stupid and I hate it.
Do you think
I'm on the
Hulk's gonna
fence,
be
but I
in the
mostly
trailer?
like it.
Or
What?
is do you think Hulk's gonna be in the trailer, or is it
Definitely.
gonna be like okay?
I feel like that's gonna be the selling point for the movie, just like Iron Man being in Captain America: Civil War.
Right.
It's gonna help people come to the movie because the Hulk's a big character. He's not really a big draw per se, but like neither is Thor. And
two.
I feel like saying, "Oh, it's the new Thor movie and Hulk's in it. Oh my goodness, this looks fun." Whatever.
That's a really cool matchup too, Hulk and Thor. I like that they did that
Yeah,
combo.
they've always worked well together.
They do. They're both big guys that punch stuff. Like most of the Avengers.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's also on my list. My next highlight is 10 Cloverfield Lane, and it's ARG, which is short for alternate reality gaming, which is a type of viral marketing. And so, first off, 10 Cloverfield Lane is the surprised sequel / same universe movie to Cloverfield, the original Moss movie. It's got John Goodman in it. It's got Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Looks really good. Super, super excited for it. And the trailer is utterly amazing. And there's little things in the trailers that people were speculating about. Like, in almost every shot, you can see an Eiffel Tower, whether it's on a shirt in the background or whatever. There's a type of soda called Slusho and stuff like that. And so, ARG is, you would think alternate reality game. It's not like you put on, like, whatever.
That's what I thought.
You don't put on, like, goggles and you go
headset.
into this world. It's basically, they've created websites, fake websites, and all this stuff.
Okay.
And people are, it's a game where it's basically a treasure hunt. People are finding all of this stuff and finding all these clues that the trailer left. They did this in the original Cloverfield too. Like that was like the first big internet viral marketing thing. And in this one, so like you can go to like the Slusho website and there'll be a thing and it'll be like apocalypse survival set sold out or whatever. And like it's little hints and it'll take you to other websites and take you to other websites. And there's some really, really cool stuff. They revealed more information about John Goodman's character because they found stuff on a website about his character. They found stuff how it relates to the original Cloverfield, like with companies and stuff like that, what's going on. So it's really cool stuff, and it's really
Have you
fascinating.
done it yet?
Me personally, no, but I like reading what other people have found.
Are you gonna try it?
No,
Nah.
I
That's
don't,
pretty cool.
I don't have time. I'm not a nerd, but it's actually great. And 10 Cloverfield Lane is my second most anticipated movie, but we might get into that later.
We might. After what though?
Batman v Superman.
Oh, of course.
Come on.
Of course. I'm super into this movie too. Okay. My next highlight is the reviews of the new Deadpool movie, which I
Yes,
haven't seen
this is
yet.
also my last
Highlight.
highlight. We have not seen it yet. We're going to see it Thursday, and so we'll talk about it next week.
Yep.
But reviews, the embargo came out last night, so reviews started to come out. Very positive. Like,
Yeah.
extremely. Chris Stuckman, who's a YouTube film critic, but he's usually fairly reliable for most of the time, he gave it an A plus. And he's like a super pretentious dude,
Damn.
and he gave it an A plus.
Interesting.
He gave one movie an A plus last year,
Which was?
Mad Max.
Okay.
So
Likes action.
I don't know what to think because I'm still skeptical about the movie. This is helping. Maybe it is mind-blowingly great, but
I mean, the trailer still, like, the comment... Okay, the visuals and, like, the fighting, the action looks
so
great.
good. Yeah, it's very Matthew Vaughn-esque,
Yeah.
like action comedy. The comedy in the
It
trailer
looks so forced and
is
bad.
not good.
No,
but
not
maybe
at
that's
all.
just for the trailer.
Although, like, usually the trailer, you put your best jokes.
Not necessarily.
Like, a lot of things you do.
Laser Team, if you look up the trailer, well, I was super excited for it when I saw the trailer. The jokes in the trailer, not very good. Maybe one of them is only in the movie. One that I can think of. Like, most of them are deleted scenes or just, like, cut completely.
I hope that's the case for this one, too, but I don't know. I mean, either way, even if, like, the comedy is as bad as it looks in the trailer and the action is as good as it looks in the trailer, it'll still be a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
But it needs that good, I think, that good comedy to
I'm
put
just
it over
worried-
rather than drag it back.
I'm just worried that the people who are raving about it and saying, oh, it's an A plus or whatever, went into the movie saying, I'm going to love this movie.
Yeah.
I want someone to come out who is skeptical like me and say, I was wrong, it was amazing, whatever.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, it's Deadpool. Deadpool has a lot of those fans, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Very memey, you know,
No, for sure.
eye funny. He's an internet thing.
He's a meme guy. Yeah.
It's like, look at me, I
Look
left
at
the stove
me.
on. Ha ha ha.
Ah,
Funny!
Deadpool. I wonder how they're going to break the fourth wall. How they're in it.
Apparently they do it a lot, and I'm pretty stoked about that.
Oh no, look at this wall. It's broken. Kind of like you, the audience.
He starts counting walls. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it was the fourth wall in the room, and it's broken.
Hello, the audience. Ruther's really awkward about it.
It's just like, hello, everybody, I'm Deadpool. I'm a little insecure. About me. Stop looking at me!
I'm in a movie, but I'm also talking to you.
Apparently, in
yeah.
the movie, there's really good opening credits that apparently reference X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh, cool.
And apparently they also referenced other stuff that Ryan Reynolds has done.
Is it the same universe as X-Men?
X-Men, yes. Because Colossus is in it.
Right, like, okay.
It's a different Colossus actor,
Right, it's not
because
the
the other
same.
guy kind of sucked.
And it's also a very different Deadpool.
Yeah, but I think X-Men Origins isn't canon anymore.
Oh, good.
Maybe they... I don't know. Who cares? I mean, they're doing a Gambit movie without Taylor Kitsch, so... I think they're just
They can do
totally
whatever they
disregarding
want.
that movie.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want.
Except crossover with Fantastic Four at this point.
Well, I mean, in theory they could.
They
but,
should.
I mean,
But they
you know.
won't. Okay, anyways.
That's it for my highlights, but you have 2 more, Ben.
I do have 2 more. Okay, my first highlight is Bryan Singer, speaking of X-Men.
Yes.
Segue.
Wow. That
Thank
was
you.
not planned at all.
No.
I mean, we did it.
Yes, we were so organized. Anyways, it's he's directing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea,
Yes.
which I'm very excited for.
That was rumored a while ago, but news finally confirmed.
Which is going to be great.
Not on my list just because I don't care. Never read the book, so...
I mean, it's a really good book. Like I haven't read it in a long time, but like I know, like you know the general plot, like right? They go to the deep ocean with some submarine captain named Nemo.
Yeah, I get the Captain Nemo thing. Captain Nemo is in Fantastic Four.
Hmm?
Remember that? Isn't that like Miles Teller or Mr. Fantastic's like code name
Oh yeah.
on the internet or whatever?
I don't understand the connection though.
What a nerd.
They're both scientists, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Either way, it's really
He
cool.
read the book and he's like, hey, you know Captain Nemo? And she's like, shut up, I'm listening to music.
I think it's really cool because like, it's definitely an interesting story. It's very mysterious, which is cool. Like, what is this thing that's breaking boats up? Oh no, it's well, I don't want to spoil anything. Although,
It's
everyone knows it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, it's a submarine. They go down and do lots of wacky adventures in the submarine, which is really cool because I feel like Bryan Singer could do a good job with that because we know he's a good director, right?
Right.
And I feel like I haven't seen the original 20,000 Leagues movie,
Me neither.
so I don't know if it was good or not. Do you know?
I don't know.
Either way, I think this movie,
Probably.
I think this book definitely deserves a good movie because, you know, I feel like his other there was a Journey to the Center of the Earth movie, that was really bad.
Oh yeah, with the Rock was in the second one. He was in the first one.
Yeah, and like these books deserve good movies, and I feel like this is gonna be a good movie. Unlike Journey to Center, just trash.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Good
I'm
next
excited
time.
for that.
Ben, you have one more?
Oh yes, I also have the new Ice Age movie, Collision Course. I haven't seen any Ice Age movies since the first one.
I have. I saw obviously the first one.
Right.
I remember seeing the one with the dinosaurs in theaters, but I don't remember a single second of it.
I just remember the first one, and
I don't even
liked it.
remember the first one that much. I remember like it vaguely.
It's not like super memorable, but like I think
They made bank, so
Yeah.
they're gonna make these until forever.
yeah, like Fast and Furious. I think
Crossover.
I like the idea of the little
Scrat.
scrap
I think his name. Yeah. Scrat.
whatever he's doing with the spaceship and the making of the Earth. I don't know.
How does that happen?
I don't-
Like that escalates so quickly.
I know. That's what's so great. This little idiot chasing a little acorn, and all of a sudden he's destroying the Earth.
It's not on my list because I don't give a shit.
I give some shits. Remember, wasn't he in a short before one of the other Pixar movies?
Yeah, he was in a short before. I think. No, it was before Peanuts movie,
Oh, okay.
not Pixar.
Not Pixar. I know he where he kind of
Yeah, you saw the Peanuts movie, so you saw it before.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm into it. I like this. I like this trailer. I like the idea of asteroids hitting Earth. That's a fun.
I mean, we
Armageddon.
kind of saw something similar with the Good Dinosaur.
I haven't seen that, so
It was kind of not good, but I mean,
it was not
a good dinosaur.
It was bad. All right, more like the bad dinosaur. Anyways,
It was a good effort. That's it for our highlights, Ben.
yeah, let's
Now it's time-
lowlights.
Now it's time for the lowlights. All right, Ben, my first lowlight. I have to say this with I'm so sad and disappointed at this solo light. It's Hail Caesar, and
Dun, dun.
this was one of my most anticipated movies of 2016. Like, I was incredibly excited for this movie. The trailer came out and I was praising its balls off. I love the Coen brothers. They make fantastic movies. And I saw this opening day and I was so disappointed.
You see, I've read reviews for it, and people seem to have liked it.
Yeah, most people liked it.
But
I think it's fine. I don't think it's a bad movie per se. But for a Coen brothers movie, it's trash. Like, it's a fine movie. I gave it a 3 out of 5, so I gave it a fresh score.
It's good.
But for a Coen brothers movie, that's not good.
All right, so let's hear it. Why?
Okay. Nothing happens. Here's what happens. Yo, George
Nothing happens. Here's what happens.
George Clooney, he gets kidnapped, right? You're like,
Okay.
oh, what's gonna happen in the future? I'm not gonna spoil anything, but that does nothing. Everyone lives happily ever after at the end, and nothing happens. It's just the trailer makes it look like, oh, we're gonna get these actors, and we're gonna look for George Clooney, Scarlett Johansson, Jonah Hill. First of all, Jonah Hill is in it for, not exaggerating this, 5 seconds, and his whole entire role in the movie is in the trailer.
Oh, really? He's
Yeah.
just
That's all he does. Scarlett Johansson has no relevance to anything whatsoever. So she's like an actress who has a baby, but she doesn't have a father. And it's like, oh, we need to preserve her image, and so we need to find her a father or whatever. And, it's resolved, but, it has no relevance to the story. Channing Tatum was fantastic in the movie. He has a really great musical dance number and singing, because it's him acting, they're shooting it.
right.
And it's utterly amazing. But, his character is, his character does something, it does something towards the movie, the actual plot with, George Clooney, he's an important character. And, it's not really, a twist or whatever, but it's just kind of thing that happens. And it's okay, why? I get what they're trying to do. They're like, oh, this is something that happens in 50s Hollywood. But it's just but there's no deeper meaning. It didn't leave me with an impact. I didn't leave the theater, thinking, oh, what did that mean? I usually do with Coen Brothers movies. Inside Llewyn Davis. Thought a lot about that movie after it happened. There's a lot of ambiguity to it and a lot of thought that I loved. Same with other movies like No Country and Fargo and a bunch of other movies. It leaves you with something to think about. Left with nothing. Josh Brolin was good as Eddie Mannix. He was going around doing fun little adventures. The dude who plays the cowboy, I never pronounce his name right, so I'm not even try. I'll try. It's Alden Enrich.
Good job.
He was really great, and he has a great banter with Ray Fiennes, and it's the best scene in the movie. It's classic Coen Brothers, but like there was not enough of that for me. Also, Ray Fiennes in it for 5 seconds. Frances McDormand's in it for 5 seconds. Tilda Swinton, she plays 2 characters, which I thought was kind of cool. They're twins, but like it was kind of pointless. And like just the whole movie was pointless. Like there was no resolution.
Interesting.
Like there was no conflict.
Really, the conflict wasn't him being kidnapped?
Like
That
that
was, like,
happens.
the main thing?
They kidnap him, but then like this isn't really a spoiler because it happens fairly early on. He literally just leaves. And then the future, not gonna spoil who they are, they kind of just go away and do their own thing.
Interesting.
It's fine. It's entertaining. The Scarlett Johansson, like the swimming scene when she's the mermaid, you see that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Really well shot, really cool because it's synchronized swimming. It's very, very beautiful shot, and enjoyed that. It's just like I'm just tired. Like it made me just like the movie ended, and I'm like nothing happened. Not one thing happened.
Interesting. Disappointing.
Yes. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions about the movie?
Spoke a lot. Yeah.
Why do people like it though? Like, what's other people's draw towards it? Like?
Well, I don't want to say it's just because like, oh, it's a Coen Brothers movie and they're gonna like it anyway.
That could be
one reason.
Yeah.
I just think people like being confused by movies. Like, there's movies where like you loved it but you don't know why.
Right.
And I guess that's this for some people.
Okay.
But like I feel like there's nothing to interpret in this movie. Like A Serious Man, which the Coen Brothers did, there's a lot to interpret in that, and I love that movie just because like you watch earlier in the day, and then the rest of the day you're thinking, wait, what did that mean, or what did that symbolize? And you kind of put together your own little thing, and then you go on the internet and you look up what other people think. There's nothing to that.
I mean, and also this is a movie about movies, which movie people tend to love. You know.
It won't be an Oscar movie though.
Oh no, definitely not. But
It definitely won't be. Overall, there's my mini review of Hail Caesar. It's just, in short, go see Pride and Prejudice and Zombies instead.
Really, this is better than that, or that is better than this?
If you told me 6 months ago that I would have said that, I would have punched you in the face. But it's true. Because I saw Pride and Prejudice and Zombies in December.
Which is, what'd you give Pride and Prejudice and Zombies?
I gave it a 4. I really enjoyed that movie. Because it...
Did you see the Vampire Hunter movie,
I
Abe Lincoln?
didn't.
I read the book.
It's the same author.
Yeah.
But it's different.
Different director and producer and stuff.
Yeah. But Pride and Prejudice Zombies, it's just so terribly marketed. Because it's very much a comedy.
Oh, yeah.
It's complete parody of...
It can't not be a comedy.
It's complete parody of Pride and Prejudice. So if you know Pride and Prejudice and you go into this movie, you're going to have a blast. Because it does some of the tropes from that. And then there's zombies. It's literally, the title is perfect. Because it is Pride and Prejudice. The
And
actual
zombies.
story of Pride and Prejudice. And then there's also just zombies. It's I don't want to say genius, but it's
So I should see that
really,
instead of
really fun. And I would recommend seeing it.
over
Hail Caesar. Which I hate to say because I was so excited for this movie.
I do want to see Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. And I did want to see Coen Brothers, but I guess...
I mean, if you wanted to see it, go see it, because maybe you'll like it more than I did. And I'm definitely going to rewatch it, maybe not in theaters, but, like...
Disappointing.
Wayne Knight was in it, and that was cool.
Wade Knight. From,
Newman.
Newman.
He's the one that, he, like, drugs George Clooney,
Oh,
and then
cool.
brings him to the future.
So how is George Clooney in it? Like, not his characters, like acting
He's
and
fine.
stuff.
He's barely in it, which is weird, right?
Yeah, no, definitely, because, like, they kind of present
It's basically a
market it
movie
as a
full
George Clooney
of
movie.
people barely in it, except for Josh Brolin.
Interesting.
And maybe the cowboy. He's in it a decent amount.
Cowboy.
And he's awesome in it. There's a scene where he's at like a dinner and he's taking his spaghetti and he's twirling it like a lasso, which is a reference to spaghetti westerns.
Oh,
And I'm
that's
like,
good.
that's genius.
Cool.
Whatever. I talked a lot. Ben, what else do you have for lowlights?
The next low light I had was... Star Wars.
Oh, yes.
The Star Wars being pushed back
It's
to...
also one of my lowlights. Episode 8 got pushed back to December 2017.
Right, this isn't the worst news in the world.
It
But
makes sense.
Yeah, but it's really.
I don't like it,
I know.
but it makes sense.
I wanted a Star Wars movie now, and like one with like John Boyega and Poe Dameron.
Right,
and
that's
Daisy Ridley.
um,
Wait,
yeah.
John
Oscar
Boyega,
Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. I should probably have said.
But like, I feel like when they said episode 8 is coming out in May, it's only a year and a half after episode
It's like,
7. I'm like,
woo!
oh my goodness, it's coming, and then it's just like, oh. It makes sense though.
And
A, they have more time to work on it. B, money.
Yeah, they put Pirates of the Caribbean in his place, right?
Yes.
Have you kept up with that at all?
No.
I think I stopped to the third one was probably where I stopped.
I think I stopped at the second.
What are they now? Fifth?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm pretty close to it actually.
Orlando Bloom's back apparently.
Which is good because he was the main character until Jack Sparrow came.
Until Johnny Depp got his Oscar nomination for Pirates of the Caribbean. Which
They
is
should have kept
ridiculous.
him. They should have kept him as like the
Side character.
yeah. He works better that way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, which is usually the case with side characters. We talk about a lot.
Happens all the time.
You shouldn't give side characters the main.
Another thing I watched this week was the Blue Mountain State movie, which is a great show. It's on
Right.
Netflix. Love it. But the character of Thad Castle was never like a main character, and in the movie he's basically the main character.
And it doesn't work as well.
It's fine.
But
It's just a longer episode of BMS, but I mean it's alright.
it's like
It doesn't work as well as when it was Alex Moran's the main character.
I mean I know this is totally different. This isn't going to work for a lot of reasons, but like the Han Solo movie is not going to work.
Yeah.
This being one of the reasons, among also the fact that it's not Harrison Ford
Yeah.
and step backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But episode 7, darn it.
Yeah, I mean
We're gonna get Star Wars movies in December for like 8 years.
yeah, I know. It's a bummer, but
It would have gotten not killed. It would have done not as well in May
again,
because Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is coming out soon.
true. There's probably
Then there was like Spider-Man coming out in June
that would have been an
or
epic
July
battle.
or whatever. Yeah,
But one of them, yeah, that's true. It works better for
it does well
it benefits-
in December because there's nothing in January to stop it.
It benefits both movies.
But another low light for me, because that was one of them, was Yoga Hosers, the Kevin Smith movie. First clip came out because it debuted at Sundance. Really did not like the clip. They haven't had a trailer yet, which is weird. But the clip came out. Really
It
didn't
feels
like
just
it.
like a teenager social media movie.
Exactly. It feels like LOL, sick gifs and memes.
Yeah, it's like a millennial movie. It's
But it's Kevin Smith, and I love Kevin Smith.
right.
And it looks like he's trying to go back to his Clerks kind of roots, because they literally are Clerks.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about like the main characters being his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter.
That's weird.
Johnny Depp's in the movie. Haley Joel Osment. Basically, the whole cast of Tusk is in the movie again, playing different characters. Which is
Okay.
weird because it's in the same universe. Because the
Oh yeah.
girls are in Tusk.
Right.
So I'm still gonna see it because I love Kevin Smith, but this clip is pretty disconcerting.
Definitely. And I thought that the whole thing with like the pretty boy and the gross guy
Oh,
is kind of weird.
Yeah,
It just looks like a teenage movie, like millennial. It's
I like the Canadian accents though.
You like Canadian accents?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah, that was nice. Didn't bother me.
What else do you got, Ben?
Oh, right. And also my low lights, I had the movie Finest Hour. Is it Finest Hours?
Yes, more than 1 hour.
More than 1 hour, yeah. It was 2 hours actually, I think, around there. This came out
And they were
before
very
last.
fine.
Yeah, this came out before last episode, right?
Yes.
All right, yeah. But it was disappointing. It was like standard, like that kind of Disney movie where it's kind of like,
It's like
here it is, and it's there, and like, okay, thank you.
it's a walking, talking cliche.
Yeah, like,
It's like, oh, we're
Casey
gonna go-
Affleck was really cool.
He's great in
Yeah,
everything.
okay, Casey Affleck was really. I'll give him that. But like everything with Chris Pine, and like the Coast Guard people,
Was his accent terrible?
he didn't talk much.
Oh, really?
No, yeah.
I feel like the love story looked kind of stupid.
The Luster was definitely stupid.
What about Eric Bana and Ben Foster?
Eric Bana was.
He was the chief or whatever.
the chief. Okay. His character was kind of sad because like everyone was mean to him, and he was supposed to be the chief, and I was like, oh no, guys, come on, come on. But like he didn't do much really. Aside from he was there, I feel like no one in this movie did much aside from
What
Casey
about
Affleck.
Ben Foster?
Ben Foster was.
I don't know who he is in the movie, but he's blonde. He was Lance Armstrong in the program, Angel in X-Men 3.
I don't know. If I don't recognize it, I don't remember that character enough to
Okay.
say anything about it. But anyways, it was like you can check.
Yeah, I'll pull up a picture.
But it was like the whole like issue was a lot like getting out to the boat, and like they talk about how hard it was to get there and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And but like when they actually did it, the way they presented it made it seem like it was just
And they did
luck.
it.
Yeah, it's kind of like luck. They do it, but it's like all they're doing is holding the throttle going forward while waves crash on them. But like they don't have any skill.
It's to
involved.
show
It's
how
like,
brave they are.
yeah, and I'm like, okay,
How fine they are.
yeah.
The finest hours.
And it's also the Coast Guard, which is definitely the least exciting of all the military branches.
Yeah.
It's not much you can do to make them. Well, I've never seen a good Coast Guard movie, and I've seen several. But yeah, it was disappointing. A character died though, which for a Disney movie was like, whoa, okay.
Well, I mean, it's a true story.
Yeah, still.
I did read about the true story, and so I think I know who dies. Isn't it? I mean, who cares what the
Yeah,
finest
it
hours?
doesn't-
Isn't it everyone except
I don't know one character.
Kyle Gallner?
Is Kyle Gallner
The kid?
Well, no.
I thought
No.
everyone in Chris Pine's crew dies.
No one in Chris Pine's, or maybe in real life, but no one in Chris Pine's crew dies.
What?
The only person that dies was one like extra guy on the boat, basically.
What?
Yeah.
Everyone lives?
Yeah, everyone lives. So it's Disney. I expected everyone to live. So that's someone.
I read the
like,
true
oh,
story, and I could have sworn it said like everyone died except for this one
Nah.
kid that Kyle Gallner played in the
No,
movie.
only one guy died.
Or maybe Kyle Gallner was the only one that died.
But the guy that was old and bald. And
Oh,
kinda-
then it's not Kyle
no,
Gallner.
definitely not. But like, yeah, like, it was super boring. It was just kind of boring. Like, I feel like not much happened. They drove out to the ship, they got people on board, and came back. But like, there was not a lot of tension really.
Mhm.
Casey Affleck once again was really cool. I cannot like stress how cool he was. He was
Yeah.
the guy that was in charge of the boat that was sinking, trying to keep it like afloat long enough to get rescued,
Mhm.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Chris Pine was just lame. He didn't talk at all. Like too. Maybe I know it was like his character and stuff, but he just didn't say much. He wasn't like very likable or even brave. Really, he just kind of did all his orders. You know.
Fucking nerd.
I don't know, man.
So
yeah, I would
yeah.
honestly, if I could score it out of 5, I would probably give it 2.5. Because
Alright.
it was fine. It was
like it's
good.
not terrible.
No,
it's just kind of there.
Yeah.
It's a January movie,
It's not terrible. It's not really great. It's like it was entertaining at parts,
right?
but it wasn't anything special at all.
All right, that makes sense.
Very bland. It was like vanilla ice cream. Well, vanilla ice cream not bland, but it's just
Vanilla ice cream's great.
okay. Fine, that was a bad example, but it's like
It's just kind of
Greek
there.
yogurt.
Yeah, okay, that's better. Casey Affleck is in this movie called Manchester by the Sea, which debuted at Sundance and won like all sorts of awards, and so people think he might get an Oscar nomination.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be great.
He's really cool.
He deserves it.
He does.
And I'm really excited for that movie.
I like how he's not Ben Affleck, but he's also really good.
Right, like
Isn't there another Affleck brother that also acts? But
probably. No, that's the Hemsworth.
no, there's definitely another.
There's another Hemsworth that acts, and he was in this movie I saw. I'm like, ha,
Wait, let me see.
nerd. I doubt it. There can't be more than one Affleck.
More than 2 Afflecks.
Well, I mean, there's Casey and then there's Batman. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to my next low light, my last one. Do you have more? Yeah, you do. So you'll
I
go
do?
after me.
Okay.
My next low light is X-Men Apocalypse. There was new little cutout that was revealed or whatever, and
It's a really weird.
black leather suits. Singer, why? Stop it. So apparently the real actress who plays Jubilee is actually in this, like she's actually there, but like, why is everyone in black leather? It's the 80s. This is the time when you can get away with the stupid yellow spandex.
It also looks super, like photoshopped. I mean, it is.
I mean,
obviously.
they're cutouts.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Are they in an office building?
I don't know where they are.
Wait, why is this? What is this? Explain this to me. I don't.
It's like in a theater, I think.
Why do people take a picture of it and post it on the internet?
Because that's the actress that plays one of the characters in the movies.
Oh, and she's trying to be like,
Ah, look at me, I'm on Instagram. James McAvoy looks awesome with the bald head. He looks very Professor XC.
Professor Sexy.
Professor Sexy.
Oh, I looked up Affleck brothers and just said Ben Affleck, brother, Casey Affleck.
But like even like Beast and Nightcrawler, they're blue, and they're still in the black leather, and also no Cyclops on here.
Well, there's some red leather on.
On Magneto a
and
little
then
bit, and then
Olivia Munn's
Psylocke's
purple.
got some purple perp, but why? See, this is why, like, I think Bryan Singer is a good director, and I've liked all of his X-Men movies, I guess. But I'm sick of this shit. Matthew Vaughn is one of my favorite directors right now. He brought back the yellow suits, and it was awesome. Days of Future Past, you got better. They had like a little yellow and blue and Wolverine suit in the future. It was also dystopian future, so it made sense why they were in black. But when they went back to the 70s or whatever, it was awesome. It was colorful. We had Quicksilver and his stupid thing, but it worked for that time period. Like what is this?
Black leather.
Also, I hate Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique.
Really?
Yes. Why? Because it's a typical little thing I like to call actors being better than the character. Like, Mystique was never supposed to be a main character, let alone lead the X-Men like she's doing in this movie. She's A, a villain, B, a side character that doesn't talk very much, and there's probably a C, I just haven't thought of it yet. But...
Yeah, so...
I'm angry about this.
Yeah, Black Leather's kind of lame.
Bring back Matthew Vaughn. That's what I say. He made the best X-Men movie, and then he dropped it to Kingsman, which is fine, but they should have brought him back.
Days of Future Past is really, really good, though.
But Kingsman was better, so that's why I'm okay with it.
Kingsman was better, that's true.
But anyway, that was my last low light. After that little rant, Professor Sexy. That was pretty good. That could be the title of the video.
Yes.
Ben, what's your last low light?
Oh, my last low light. It's very confusing, but Disney is suing Stan Lee.
Yeah, why?
Okay, because like Stan Lee in the '90s, late '90s, early 2000s, started his like own Stan Lee media company with a bunch of new Stan Lee characters. It was like a little web series, basically, like a cartoon of like all these new characters he made. Like, but like, and then something happened where he tried to sue Disney for the rights to the Marvel characters that he made earlier. And then now Disney's like, haha, F you. And then they sued him back. And he's getting sued hard.
That's great.
Which is like...
How old is he? He's got to be like 90.
Yeah, he is. Which is like... Okay, for one thing, if you read like the synopsis of like his...
And they're on the same team now.
Yeah, web stories, like, it looks really, really bad. It sounds really terrible. Like,
Right.
It was a team of multi-ethnic, multiracial characters with really corny powers.
Mm-hmm.
And then that obviously didn't go well at all. But like... If they're only suing him now, do you think this is going to, like, ruin their relationship with him and then, like, prevent him from appearing in...
Nah. He's going to die soon.
He is.
Yeah, he's
Honestly,
alright.
they're probably going to weaken the Bernie's, like, have him in the next, like, 20 Marvel movies.
He's probably, like... I don't know. He's probably, like, I don't even care. He's probably really rich, though. So he's probably just like, fine, Disney, I'll just give you my mansion or whatever.
Does he get paid for those cameos?
Probably not.
He doesn't need
He gets
money.
paid for all the movies, though, because
Yeah.
he created the characters. But apparently,
He's
his cameo...
93.
His cameo in Deadpool is quote unquote the best one yet. So we'll
The
see.
entire movie, it's him in the Deadpool costume. Whoa!
We wouldn't know. That's it for our highlights and our lowlights. Now on to
Users submitted.
some listeners.
submitted. Right, not users. Not that
They don't use us. We use them. So we got some lows, some highs, and a question. So here we go. Ben, let's start off with a low from Graham Harwell. He says, low is the Lionsgate crap. In case you don't know, this is pretty funny. So Lionsgate is blaming Star Wars
I saw
and
that.
the Paris terrorist attack as the reason why Hunger Games did not do that well at the box office. I'll pull up the exact quote. But, like, first of all, Hunger Games came out a full month before Star Wars, so there's no way that affected it, really.
Definitely not.
And also, really? The terrorist attack? Like, realistically, yes, that probably did hurt your movie, but like,
not
you
like
don't
that.
say that.
Well, it also wasn't like that huge of an... Okay, also, yeah, that's kind of insensitive for one thing. And two, it's not like that... It can't be that huge of an impact.
I mean,
Like,
in Europe, maybe.
Yeah, in Europe,
but,
but
like,
that's not here.
yeah.
And here's definitely the biggest audience, without a doubt. Right?
Here's the exact quote. I think the combination of circumstances was unique between the terrorist attack in Europe and Star Wars. Hit our numbers by somewhere between 50 million and 100 million. Get out of here, Lionsgate.
No, I feel like the most impact would have had like 10 million at most.
Yeah.
Because like, it probably lost.
I think just everyone's tired of stupid Hunger Games movies, to be
Yeah.
honest, because like
they're a joke now.
the last one sucked.
And and all these YA young adult movie things are a joke. All the
they're
SNL sketch about it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also the best part is that Lionsgate's their stock is plummeting because of the Mockingjay flop,
Oh, poor guy.
which is pretty great. Also, Lionsgate news: they're developing another MacGyver movie reboot. But they announced this literally 2 days after a TV show MacGyver reboot was announced.
Oh yeah.
So why? What's the deal with MacGyver? I don't know. But what they should do is, I don't know if Lionsgate has the rights, probably not. But they should make another MacGruber movie because MacGruber's a parody of MacGyver, and now because of MacGyver coming back, it's more relevant than ever.
Ah, that's true. That'd be pretty funny.
And I love Will Forte's MacGruber. Pretty.
I was actually gonna put this in my highlights as waving haha, F you, Lionsgate, you whiny nut sacks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's a highlight from Lindsay Steele. Highlight: The Force Awakens passed $2 billion. That's pretty good.
Force Awakens passed $2 billion.
So it's probably going to beat Titanic. It won't reach Avatar.
That's still really great though.
It's still really great. It's almost reached 1 billion domestic.
But it hasn't
It's
come
at
out
900 something.
It's come out. No, it's come out in IMAX, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's still in theaters. It's still going.
Nice. It's a great movie. I'm gonna check.
My parents asked what movie they should see for Valentine's Day this week or next week, and they're like, "We're not gonna see Deadpool or Zoolander." I'm like, "You should see Star Wars again," because it's the only movie that I could actually see them seeing.
Are they going to?
I don't know. We'll find out. Ben,
Ah!
I have a question for you. Actually,
For us.
it's a question from Dan Doherty. Question: should a Deadpool sequel be another standalone or an X-Force movie? He wrote them in all caps.
X-Force? Wait, which is X-Force again? Who's an X-Force?
X-Force is the shitty X-Men who team up and they kill people.
I kill
Wolverine's in the
I
group
don't.
sometimes. Cable. Realistically, there'll be a Deadpool sequel, especially if it does well. But I would like to see an X-Force movie with
That'd be cool.
Deadpool in it. I don't know how he's gonna work with other X-Men characters, so
Right,
that could,
especially
that
one
could be
character.
interesting.
Especially having one character breaking the fourth wall and no one else is doing it, it'd be probably really weird.
Well, I mean, they do that in the comics all the time. They're like, "Who are you talking to?" When he's
Yeah,
talking
that's
to
true.
the panel. So I mean, it would be interesting to see that.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, there's something interesting. I would like that. I would like to see that for sure. Over another Deadpool movie.
Yeah,
Unless I love Deadpool and I just want to see him do his own thing for.
I probably would rather see a Deadpool 2.
Yeah, we'll see.
2 pool.
Two poolies.
2 dead, 2 pool. Last question is from Alex Lynch. I have a question. How many directors does it take to unscrew a light bulb?
Is it?
He didn't leave the answer, so I don't know.
Oh, I think is it 2, 1 to hold it, the other one to turn the ladder? Is that the?
Is it
the
none
joke?
and they make a gaffer do it?
Is it 7?
How many directors does it take to change a light bulb?
Did you ask him how many?
No.
Why not?
Because I can't give him the satisfaction of not knowing the joke.
No, we know the joke.
Of course we know the joke. Let's see. How many directors does it take to unscrew a light bulb? Hold on. It says
Wait, same principle, just in
Did-
reverse. Same
alright.
principle in reverse. You sure you can?
just one, but how do you get him in there with the cute blonde?
Wait, how do you get him in there with the cute blonde?
Screw. Sex.
But this was unscrew. Wait, screw light bulb.
Hold on.
Talk about screwing in a light bulb. It's like a light.
Yeah, let's find the real one.
It's probably really obvious, and we're just dumb.
Technical directors. No, get that out of here. How many directors does it take to change a light bulb? 3. No, make that 4. On second thought, 3. Well, better make it 5 just to be safe. Get it?
Because they can't make decisions good.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, don't listen to that show anymore, idiot.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Probably doesn't listen.
Oh.
Nerd.
I hate you. No, I don't hate you. Well, you can't hear me, so unless you can. All right.
That's another episode of the Lights Movie Podcast. Episode 2. That was pretty good.
It was.
Or was it? It's not really up to us to decide.
It's up to you. You can find us on Yelp. Give us a 5-star rating.
Can they?
Nope.
You can find us on Tinder if you if you
wait.
look really hard.
Do you swipe right on Tinder? Is that the good thing?
Who knows?
Double tap? I don't use Tinder.
I don't use Tinder. Wink.
You didn't even wink. You just said it.
I don't know how to wink.
I can blink really hard though.
This is my attempt at winking. Get ready, listeners. That was hard.
It was
I almost
gross.
had it.
I didn't
Follow
like
us on
it.
Twitter at Duckascott, at Giant Sheeps, at Not Yet Rated Site.
Go to notyetrated.net for
Official
all your movie.
podcast, NotYetRated.net. You probably should have mentioned that at the beginning of the episode.
Stuff in my mind, man.
Hashtag Professor Sexy, capital X.
Go to notyetrated.net for all your movie news.
And reviews.
And
You can read our
reviews.
Deadpool review that's up right now.
And there's a nice little link to this podcast.
Yeah, there is. You better believe it.
All right, you'll hear us next week.
Next week, we're going to talk about Deadpool.
Yep.
Probably some other fun stuff. The Super Bowl commercials, the TV spots for the movies, stuff like that.
And our highlights and lowlights.
Yeah, and our usual stuff. Tweet at us for your highlights, lowlights, and we'll read them out on the show.
All
All right, guys.
We'll
Have a good day. I said that last week, didn't I?
I don't know. Have a good day.
Why am I in such a cheerful mood? I don't want them to have a good day. I'm just... How about this?
You're too happy.
I'm just going to go with the simple... Bye.
Bye.
Not a goodbye. Just bye.
Regular bye.